the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bears' rookie linebacker. He's been one of the best blitzers in the NFL this season and is among the league leader in sacks. It's the Bears and the Panthers under the lights on Thursday night.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight is on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it.
The Bears defense ready to go and in good form, coming off the shutout a week ago. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And he was added again last week, adding to his season sack total. He's the NFL leader in that category, and he's just become almost impossible to block on a regular basis.
Here we go, set.
Following the interception, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
You look at this Bears defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL, the ability to keep someone.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Chicago defensive unit back out there. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway.
Let's go now. Check pink. Black swap.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Blue check. Check right.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Back out is the Bears defense. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
It's Young off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaquan Brisker getting set on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And Young's throw there incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Chicago defensive unit back out there. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. They'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Cut.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's Young on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by.
Back out is the Bears defense. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. On 1st and 10, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Another run with Sanders. No, bottle that fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room. A turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Young on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Chicago defensive unit back out there. They hold the lead here in this third quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now. Ready?
A first down throw for Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll play fake. Now Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First target, first catch at a first down. Young here, you can see, changing the play. In motion right is Mingo. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Ready?
Young. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Ready?
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Quick, yellow, blue, check. Check white. Smith, red.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak.
Back out is the Bears defense. They've pitched the shutout here into the fourth quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here.
Ready.
Now Young. That's into the hands of Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Young. Oh, that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
One last shot for Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Bears, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.